All right, 12 p.m. this Tuesday, and we start 13 News at noon with breaking news. We're monitoring an investigation. It's happening right now alongside I-70. This is eastbound, headed away from the city. This blockage here, this is because a person has been shot there. That person is in stable condition. This is actually near the rural Keystone exit. Again, this is I-70 eastbound, not too far from the split. This is headed away from downtown Indy. So some lanes are back open. This just happened moments ago. The two left lanes appear to be open. Right now, 3 lanes are still closed. As you can see, a very heavy police presence. And not too long ago, just a few minutes ago, we saw an ambulance leaving this scene, and as you can see, there are workers right here on the highway. These look like emergency response officials here, particularly police officers. It seems that though they might be looking for shell casings, and of course they're continuing their investigation. Moments ago, that backup with state police just completely stopped traffic. We are working to learn more. Once we do have new details, we'll be sure to update you on air and online at WTHR.com. Again, that's I-70 eastbound. All right, thanks for joining us here at noon. I'm Felicia Lawrence. And this afternoon, a former IPS teacher is entering a guilty plea in a neglect case. Former IPS teacher Julius Jonikin is accused of encouraging students to fight and recording them. So we have video. This video here is from this morning's hearing. Those allegations landed him for a charge for neglect of a dependent. And now Jonikin is pleading guilty to that charge. His sentencing is set for September 24th. Our team is in the courtroom now. We'll bring you the latest starting at 4 today. Also in the courtroom this afternoon, a 21-year-old man facing charges of sexual misconduct with a minor. All of this is after the man, Hernsley Pierre, and a 16-year-old woman's baby was found abandoned in a wooded area on the far east side. IMPD found the child just before 11:30 the night of July 24th near Lace Bark Lane and Long Wharf Drive. The woman says she and Pierre conceived the child when she was 15 years old and he was 20. Our Rich Nye is in the courtroom for today's hearing. Also right now, Metro Police are investigating multiple cases after 4 people were shot in less than an hour and a half. A 31-year-old woman was killed in one of those shootings on the northeast side. This is that scene around 8 last night on Brendan Way Court at the residences on 56th Street. Chrisleen Stephen was found dead at the scene. Police tell us they have a suspect in custody. They believe this was a domestic violence situation. Metro Police are also announcing the arrest of a 31-year-old man in connection to a deadly shooting on Indy's east side. That shooting happened around 6:30 Sunday morning on 34th and Emerson. Police say they found 26-year-old Keenan Poe Jr. dead at the scene. We're now working to gather evidence and security camera footage from that area. If you know anything, police do want to hear from you. And a man is admitting to fatally shooting his ex-girlfriend multiple times after they got into an argument. This shooting happened around 9 last Thursday night on Hendricks Place. Officers say they found 29-year-old Alana Steen shot in the driver's seat of a car. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Officers found and detained the man at the scene and later arrested him on a preliminary murder charge. The man tells police he was drinking before the shooting. He's currently booked at the Criminal Justice Center. All right, some heavy headlines there. We're going to take a break from that and get a look at today's forecast right now. Meteorologist Sean Ash is here on this very sunny, very pleasant day. Feels much like yesterday.
Yeah,
if you could just repeat a few of these, no complaints here.
Yeah, because this is about as dry as our air will be, you know, in terms of the comfort level. This is it. Gradually works up in this weekend. A little reminder that we have plenty of summer to go. So take advantage of it. It's a great day outside. Let me show you our camera network here at this noon hour as we're around 80 degrees. We hit 83 officially yesterday. We're going to be a couple of degrees above that this afternoon, but very close to where we should be for this time of year. Hello, Bloomington at 78, 79 here in Indy. Carmel checking in at 77 this hour, with just a few fair weather clouds that are beginning to develop here over the last half hour. Right on cue, no pun intended, as we're getting into the peak heating hours later this afternoon. There's your dew point at 60, down from the mid 70s from Saturday. So It certainly feels very comfortable outside. It is going to be a warm day. It should be. We're still here in summer here. Daytime highs peaking out at about 85 degrees. I mentioned the muggy meter as comfortable as it will be for a little bit. You can start to see tomorrow not bad, but then as we go into Thursday and certainly into the weekend, it's going to be right around 70 degrees plus, and that's that miserable line that we use. 60 is the line of discomfort. A few areas above it, we'll have more of those in the days ahead. There you go, temperatures with visible satellite, and we're doing just fine here. Going to have sun and scattered clouds for the remainder of the afternoon. We'll time out our next storm chance coming up in the 7-day forecast.
Okay, Sean Ash, thank you so much. And now to the future of Washington Square Mall. So this is a property in need of its own kind of retail therapy. Ella Rhodes has been on top of this all year long, and she's giving us a first look at the treatment plans, focusing on progress and potential at the site.
Retail, dining, and some form of indoor sports and recreation. It's what local architects say would make for the best use of the Washington Square Mall property. And they say it's what the people wanted to see most.
It's fantastic. I like the vision that they have for it. Now, I want to see some materialization.
In a packed house, Schmidt Associates shared their research from the last 3 months for potential developers to use as a guide when it comes to revitalizing the mall.
I like to see the place for kids, and I want to see them focus a little bit on the over 55 community. Because people, I'm a realtor, and people that I know want to stay in this community. They've been here forever, but they just can't maintain a house.
This map for the 94-acre site shows space for housing in yellow, light green for green space, fitness space in dark green, commercial space in pink, and mixed use in orange. But a lot of people worry this won't happen.
People just need to be patient and, like he said, stay involved.
City County Councilor Michael Paulhart led the initiative for the study. Now he plans to bring some form of this vision to life.
Where I want to go from here is a developer call out for the site. I think this is going to take potential national partners, but certainly local partners.
This rough draft also keeps a part of the mall standing for business owners like Jack Slime.
I definitely want to grow with the Washington Square Mall as well, whatever that looks like.
Many hopeful to see what happens next.
All right, thanks to Ella there. Councilor Hart plans to bring the results of the study to the city next week to keep the ball rolling on this project. Washington Square Mall is still open for now. And remember, this is not a final design. It is a guidebook for what could be done with the space. All right, if you need gas, now is the time to get to the pump. That's because the gas tax that ends Thursday at 11:59 p.m. So that means Friday you would see those prices jump. Exactly how much will depend on the price of fuel at the time, but it could be around 60 cents per gallon.
We'll just see how it goes with the war. But it's going to take away money from other areas of our budget.
There's nothing we can do but just ride this roller coaster of a ride.
Yeah, these prices, they got to come down with these prices, you know what I mean? It don't make no sense because common folk don't make that much money.
Okay, everything you all said. Governor Mike Braun enacted the first tax suspension back in April. Another extension, though, would require lawmakers to hold a special session. And tonight is National Night Out. It's a night bringing neighbors and law enforcement together across central Indiana. The communities host block parties, cookouts, and family-friendly events aimed at building safer neighborhoods. In Southport, the celebration runs from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Southport Community Center. Families can enjoy free food, games, a bounce house, child fingerprinting, and meet Southport police officers and first responders. Police say the annual event is all about strengthening community relationships while creating a fun and welcoming environment for everyone.